Welcome. Happy Friday afternoon to the Low VA Rates Nation. And it's the first Friday of April. Hey, hope everybody made it through April Fool's Day last weekend with no challenges. Today, we're going to start off our first Friday of April. We're going to talk about VA cash out loans for debt consolidation. I know nobody wants to take time to think about things like that, but it's the first part of the year, and our fateful day of paying our federal income taxes is fast approaching. It's like almost 2 weeks away from us. So I did a little bit of research for this one today and looked at it and said, okay, the average American consumer is carrying right now about $16,000 of revolving debt. And that might be on one account, maybe it's on a couple accounts, but on average, everybody's at $16,000. And then I kind of asked myself the question of, all right, what's the average interest rate that they have on those things? And I thought this was interesting. The average interest rate, and we're going to use purple today because we know all joint operations in the military are purple operations, is 18%. That's a lot of interest on this $16,000. So to give you an idea, what does that mean annually? So you're looking at about $3,000 that you're paying each year in just interest. I also looked at it and said, okay, I did a little bit of research. I looked at some credit cards that are offered by military institutions to veterans out there to get an idea what the average balance is or the payment. Believe it or not, their average monthly payment on these is about $250 a month on those things. So what that means is that revolving debt means that each month when you make your payment, pretty much it's all going towards interest. It's revolving, meaning it's coming around and kicking you right square in your fourth point of contact again, because we're good people, we're working hard every day, we're making this payment, and the balance is just not going down. And I know that if you're at pay grade E4, your average salary is $12.74 an hour. And the last time I checked when I was in E4, I know I didn't work just a normal 8-hour workday. So for you to work that hard, make your payment on this credit card debt, and the balance doesn't go down, I just don't think that's fair for a veteran to have to suffer like that. One of the unique things about the VA home loan benefit is if you have a home, you can go up to 100% of the value for cash out. So to give you an example today, if you have a $2,000 or $200,000 home value, and let's say you have $150,000 first mortgage balance, you've got an exciting opportunity. You have $50,000 of equity. Now you can do a lot of things with that equity. Perhaps you're going to take some of that money and you're going to go pay down that $16,000 that you may have, or you may have a little bit less, you may have a little bit more. But you have the ability to pay that off. Because now what you've done is you've taken that 18% interest rate and you've converted it into a mortgage amortization. So each month when you make your payment, you're going to get some that goes towards the principal and some towards the interest. Next week, when Eric's back in the office, we're going to have him talk about the principal reduction that a VA hybrid arm offers you versus a 30-year fixed mortgage, so you can compare both of those. For today, we're just going to go down the basics of, all right, if you have that ability to go up to 100% of the value of your home, you could be able to do $50,000 of equity. Now with the $50,000, you can do some interesting things. You can pay off some of that revolving credit debt. Maybe you want to do some home improvements to increase your value, or you may want to just put some cash in the bank, because I guarantee you that $16,000 that wasn't accrued at one time. Incrementally something happened. Maybe there was a car repair. Maybe something happened and you were out of work for an short period of time, maybe a couple weeks, and you needed to come up with a way to pay the bills, and you used your credit cards to do that. What I'm suggesting is maybe you take $5,000 or $10,000 of this equity that you have in your home and you put it away in the bank. So the next time an unexpected expense comes up, you have an ability to go take that money out of your savings account, you can pay that unexpected expense, and then you can pay yourself back. Because wouldn't you rather pay yourself 18% than pay it to a credit card company knowing that the balance is not going to go down? Because as veterans, we like to be able to control our own destiny, and we feel much more comfortable when we're in control of it. That's why the VA has that VA cash out loan available to us. Remember, it's 100% of the value of the home, and you can use the funds for various things, to pay off some of those debts. Maybe you want to do some home improvement, or just to put some money in the bank so the next time an unexpected expense comes up, you have the ability to pay it, and you can pay yourself back. In a sense, you become your own bank. Any questions today, more? We're good? Hey, thanks everybody for joining me on a Friday afternoon. I hope you have a great, safe weekend. Get prepared for that long Easter holiday weekend that's coming up. Thanks everybody. Take care.